we're gonna give you our guide of what to eat in Rome. And we got this guide by walking around and asking the people that live in Rome. I'm talking about Morello, our taxi driver, Michelle, the guy whose Airbnb we're renting, Fabio, the guy whose leather shop we went to, and another guy who runs a bar that serves beer, and I can't remember his name because I had 4 beers and they're all really great. Probably should have had a couple less so I could remember his name. Point is, we took all the recommendations, we tried a bunch of them, some we liked, some we didn't like. We're gonna tell you some of our favorite ones. Come, we're gonna teach you how to eat. Now we've been in Rome for a week and we've tried pasta at a bunch of places. Our favorite so far, and the one that a lot of people have actually told us to go to, is Osteria da Fortunata. It's a family-run business. You can see the owners making pasta in the window. It's absolutely amazing to watch. We gotta show you what this is all about.
You basically have 6 kinds of pasta. You pick your pasta and you pick your sauce. They've got ones that you might know, like ragu, which is a meat tomato sauce. You probably know carbonara already. And last time I got ragu fettuccine, but I'm gonna get something different today.
Oh, so this is my first carbonara in Italy. Yesterday I came here. I'll confess, I actually ate here yesterday as well.
You told everybody.
And I had the CACIO e pepe, which was absolutely great. But carbonara, I haven't had one in Italy. Here's my first bite. Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So we did some videos with sushi chefs, and they often talk about the rice is more important than the fish, is what they mention. And for the first time with pasta, I kind of feel like the noodles are more important than the sauce. A nice, firm, tough noodle, delicious, cheesy cream sauce, a little bits of pepper, and the crispy pancetta on top. Sweet mercy. This, if you have this, your trip is made. This is worth the price of a flight to Italy. Trying this right here. Good God.
This is oxtail meat sauce. That's right, oxtail. Homemade gnocchi. I saw it being made in the window. Oh boy. Oh my God.
Enjoy? Oh yes.
So
oh
good.
yes.
The oxtail is so soft, meaty, sweet. It tastes almost like a venison. Like it has like a really hearty flavor to it. You know, I thought that the ragu sauce yesterday was amazing. It's a meat and tomato sauce, but this is definitely a heartier version of this. Oh my God, can you imagine? I was gonna say, can you imagine this in the wintertime? It is the wintertime. A local guy that lives in this neighborhood told us about this, and he said it's popular with locals and it's also popular with tourists. But he gave us a warning and he said that not everybody likes the noodles because they're quite hearty and strong and thick, and it's not everyone's style. Now, I'm starting to realize this when it comes to the world of ramen. Like living in Japan, some people like Fukuoka style noodles, some people like Tokyo style noodles. It's not that it's not good, it's that everyone has their preference. But I really strongly recommend that you come here and find out what your preference is. Because I didn't even know I liked this preference until I had it, and then I was like, this is what I like. So please come here and revel in delicious, hearty, homemade glory.
Would it be wrong of me to order a second plate?
You're a big boy.
Maybe I could.
Maybe.
What have
Okay.
you done, Simon?
So yeah, I did order a second plate of pasta because this place is just so good. It's just so good. I don't know why I'm drooling. I literally just had a bowl of pasta and I'm drooling as if I'm still hungry. Anyhow, the point is, CACIO e pepe is a very famous pasta in Rome. Very simple, it's just 3 ingredients. Your pasta, the water that you boiled it in, some pecorino cheese, and you have black pepper, which is 4 ingredients because I'm food drunk and I can't count anymore between 1 and 4. This right here is what made me fall in love with the restaurant yesterday. And I'm gonna fall in love all over again. Oh, this is just so much cheesier. You would be remiss to not try CACIO e pepe when you're here in Rome.
Ooh, Pecorino Romano. You're such a salty, sexy sheep cheese. Ooh.
Okay, so like I said, this is my second time here. This is so good. I'm gonna come here every day and try every pasta on the menu. So good. Oh, wonderful. 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 Oh, amazing. Oh, Why is everyone here so nice to me? Everyone is really nice. Keep your fork away from my food.
Another doggy came in.
Did a doggy come in? I actually fell for that.
I know you did.
That's a betrayal of trust. That is such a strong betrayal of trust. I got so excited. My heart leapt. I felt my heart get excited. So for pizza, I want to take you to Bunchy Pizzeria, which was recommended to us by the people living here. This isn't even in the trendy part of town, but every time you come here, even in the middle of the week on off hours, this is crazy busy.
A couple key points. Make sure you get a ticket when you come in because they're gonna call your number. So you might be hanging around and waiting and being like, well, I haven't even served yet. You need to grab a number. And also the way that pizza works in Italy is quite different than what we're used to back home with the slice. You pick the pizza that you want and they're gonna cut it and they're gonna weigh it for you. Be careful for your budget because if it's piled up really high, it could cost you a lot. But man, this place is worth it.
Ooh, look at all this pizza. Look at all this heavy, meaty, cheesy pizza. Oh my God. God, it can serve it to me on a tray. Spank me with that tray. I mean, I'll just take that tray of food, thanks.
Look at how huge these toppings are. Big, thick crust, juicy toppings just spilling over everything. The one that I ordered looks like a tomato with mushroom and some herbs on it. Oh my God. This is unreal. I love a change in textures. The dough is super airy and fluffy. The bottom has an amazing cracker crunch. Kind of like when you reheat pizza the next day in a frying pan, when you get that great crisp at the bottom, that's better than when you got it delivered. I love the mushrooms in Italy. The mushrooms they put on pizza with tomato sauce, it's unreal. Absolutely unreal.
I, on the other hand, don't know what I ordered. I just looked for something spicy and I saw lots of cheese on top and I went, that's my jam right there. Oh my gosh, this, I can tell this is gonna be amazing with the herbs chopped on top of it. The fries, there's salami. It is so fluffy. It's not just about the toppings. The crust itself is really amazing and it supports the amount of toppings on top without it being thick. Like, you know when you bite into a crust sometimes that's too hard, it's almost like a flatbread? This isn't a flatbread, this is doughy and airy. And there's almonds on this. Almonds and spicy salami, mushrooms and ricotta cheese. This is crazy.
Now, did you just eat like a Simon? Stuffing the whole thing in your mouth? A word of advice, don't go on a first date with this pizza because every piece is precariously balanced. It's almost like a little Jenga tower that you're trying to lift up. I just dumped all of my toppings on Martina's left hand.
And I'm all the way over here.
Point is, we're married for almost 11 years now. We have a solid relationship. This might embarrass you if you can't balance it right.
I mean, this is impressive, really.
How did you
How
get it on your chin, girl? You got
It's on both sides of my nails. Like, do you like my nail art? It's ricotta. Oh, I have one more to go. There's no point of cleaning myself now.
I just want you to know that I love you, even though you eat like a slob.
I don't.
You slob.
This was just out of control. Where is it? Here?
It's on your, right there. Literally like your chin, other side of your chin.
Here?
Yeah, that side. I'm sure, girl.
Oh my God, we can finally get a shot of the food. Go down.
So yeah, even though we already had pizza, we're ordering some more pizza right here. You can't help but not order more pizza. There's so many flavors here. I wouldn't be doing justice if I didn't try as many as I could.
It's like an ice cream shop. It's like going to an ice cream shop and being like, look at all these flavors.
You just have one flavor of ice cream. It was also really nice of them. They gave us this right here as service because they're like, okay, I know that you're fatties and you're gonna keep eating, so here's some more food for you. This thing right here is rice and beef and tomato sauce with stuffed mozzarella in the middle. Are you ready? Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Do you see how gorgeous this is? You know what they say? When in Rome, eat until people start taking pity on you. Remember that Nikuman video we just did? This is better than a Nikuman. I gotta say, the risotto rice is so soft here. The little bits of meat all throughout. That gorgeous stringy cheese, the tomato sauce, and the crunch on the outside. I love when my food has different textures. Soft and crunchy. This is my jam.
We've had like so many pizza in Rome, and we've had some slices where the toppings were fine, but the dough was awful, and it ruins it. But here you have this perfectly crunchy, like a cracker, like a flatbread underneath here, and it's so airy and soft that when you bite into it, you're getting gourmet toppings with gourmet, perfect pizza dough. This is my working off my pizza dance, pizza dance, pizza dance. How many calories to work it off? How many
Girl,
times?
you're gonna have to dance with a lot more vigor and enthusiasm for the next 4 hours if that's what you want to do.
All over Rome, Martina's gonna be like, that's my new plan. You can walk the way you want to walk, Simon. I am gonna walk vigorously to try to work everything off, okay? To the next place. Before we came to Italy, I was doing so much research on like the best coffee shops, like where to go. And of course, there's a listing of like some really famous places that have been around since the beginning of time. But the truth is, Italy is filled with magical coffee places everywhere. Places you wouldn't expect, like a bakery, or you can go to a bar and the bar has like wine and drinks and pasta, but you can also stand up and get coffee. So my suggestion would be to make sure you explore tons of different places, pop into any local place in your neighborhood and enjoy fantastic espresso. So we thought that gelato was just Italian ice cream, but turns out authentic Italian gelato is churned at a slower speed and uses less fat than ice cream. And that's how they get that really like dense texture and intense flavors. The locals actually warned us that some places are considered to be fake. That's right, fake. So for science, we struggled to test a few shops all over Rome for you guys, the sacrifices we make. Things to look for in a real artisanal shop. Quality gelato is never vibrant blue or greens. For example, the pistachio would be more like a brownish rather than a green, and berry colors should be deep red rather than a bright pink. Ask for a tasting of their plain milk or cream flavor. If that isn't rich and creamy or it tastes airy like a cheap ice cream, the rest of the flavors will be just as fake. Get out of there! We decided Gelateria del Viale in Trastevere was our favorite. Tonight we're very excited to be trying something we have never tried before. We are going to Barbara's house. She hosts events in her home where she makes home-cooked meals, and from what we've heard, it is an incredible time. Eggplants, balsamic, and basil. Oh,
hey.
That's lovely, Barbara. Oh my goodness, it's creamy. Balsamic is this beautiful burst of acidity, but it's not like a sour acidity. The puff pastry is buttery. It's gonna be good night. It's gonna be good night. All right, Simon, what is this called? No pressure.
So this is the pomodoro con riso.
Very good.
Is that right? Nice!
Yeah,
I've been practicing. So this is a stuffed tomato with rice and fennel seeds and oregano and some other ingredients.
Parsley on top.
Parsley as well. Just so aromatic. You could smell it. You don't even need to bend over to smell it. It's just so vibrant.
Exactly, from the kitchen right away.
Why go to a restaurant if you could go here? This is our first two dishes already profoundly delicious. We just sat down here. I know this is gonna be the memory of a lifetime. I know this is gonna be the memory of a lifetime. I'm so ready for this.
I really wish you could smell this.
You are recording audio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You kidding me? Spinach, we've got gorgonzola cheese, and I thought it was going to be either speck or pancetta. It's not, and I've already forgot the name of it. Guanciale.
Guanciale.
Guanciale. And lemon. Oh my goodness.
The lemon is so important in this. There are lots of foods that focus on only one side of the taste spectrum, like it's all like fatty or heavy or it's all light. You need an acidity to cut something as heavy as like a gorgonzola cheese at the same time. It's not just like a great environment, it's actually legitimately great cooking here as well. Oh boy. Okay. So here, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Here we have lasagna with artichokes.
And what's artichoke in Italian, Simon?
Carciofo.
Oh, bravo.
You see that? You see it? I just dropped my carciofos. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let me say something here. When we first met Barbara a couple days ago, I thought that she was just fun and free-spirited, that this was just going to be like a good party. I wasn't expecting the food to be this good. You know what this feels like? This feels like Baku Arai for us. The vibe that we have here, the happiness, this is going to be really special. You must do this above everything. Forget about the Colosseum. Just come. What are you tasting? Tell me.
This tastes like turkey dinner because there's turkey inside of this magical meatball and there's the sweetness of the prune. It's not like so sweet, like it's like a candy prune. It's definitely like a turkey dinner. Magic.
Wonderful. Here we have dessert out of a jar. Oh, you could smell the sweetness. You feel it right here in your tear ducts as soon as you get a whiff of there. This is a creme caramel. Gorgeous pudding. Little caramel sauce at the bottom. I couldn't have asked for a better night today.
What makes this experience so amazing is it's not like when you pay to go to a restaurant and you're paying for food and the waiters and waitresses are like, all right, I'll serve you food. It's like being invited into a family. The people around you don't know, but you're talking with them and chatting with them and they're bringing over wine and they're bringing over dessert and it's a home cooked meal. Like the kitchen is literally right there. There's the kitchen. And here I am sitting in their literal kitchen table eating their food. This is just more than a food experience, and it's great food. We're not talking about mediocre food with great company. We're talking about great company with great food. Thank you so much, Barbara, for opening up your home and doing this. And I hope other people can come here and get a chance to enjoy this because, wow, it is something special.
I tell you that this is my dream. This is my dream. I really want to be able to, every morning, just get out of the house, come into a fresh market like this, get all the ingredients you need for the day, and spend the day just cooking delicious food. This is special to me right here. This was very bucket list for me right here. Oh gosh. Smell that? Put your nose in there. Smell all that basil right there. So I want to end this video off by thanking all the people that we met here that have introduced us to lots of different places. Thank you to Barbara for letting us into her home. Thank you to Fabio for letting us into his life. Thank you to everybody else for giving us lots of good, honest recommendations and introducing us to your friends. We made a list of all the places that we went to. If you want to come here and try those yourself, make sure you click on our blog post. We also went to some other places in the blog post that we didn't wind up filming because it's just too much to film. Because you know, when in Rome, subscribe for more videos. And that's it. We finished a big video.
Come by.
You got nothing to drink, girl. That's bad luck.
All right, hang on.
Were you trying to take my drink? Think I didn't fall for this shit before? I've been married to you for a long time.
Oh,
Mwah.
he's on to me.